wonder if I can play some royalty-free music. That would be a good start. What is up, guys? I'm just hanging out for a bit saying hi. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Let me know if you have any questions that I can answer whilst I've got nothing else to do right now. So it's nice. It's rare that I have nothing to do. So hey guys, feel free to ask any questions. I will hang out as long as you guys have things you want me to talk about. Otherwise, I've got no reason to be here. I will just wait. When is the best time of day to enter the Forex signals? Okay, to enter the, do you mean like to enter Forex signals that you found? And also, please do not take Forex signals if you don't know what you're doing. Because if you receive a signal at 9 a.m. in the morning and you go to take it at 1 p.m., you're late. You are late and you won't know what to look for when you go to the charts and you do some analysis on it and you're like, I don't even know what strategy they're using. So please, 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 if you don't know how to analyze a chart, do not use signals. I think if you're asking this question, then maybe you should not be trading full stop because you don't know enough about the markets yet. Just my honest opinion. I'll always be super transparent with you guys and tell you what I honestly think. There's no point in me mollycoddling you and saying, oh, it's going to be fine, when it's actually your own money that you're dealing with. So if you don't know what you're doing, please don't use signals. Just throwing it out there to the people. If it looks like I'm on my phone, I totally am. Can I start trading with less than $100 and still make profit? I mean, you can make profit with any amount of money. I often start accounts with like £50 and just build them up. Do you know what I mean? But only because I find it fun, not because it's like an efficient way of earning at all. So yes, you can. I would recommend that only for beginners though, like absolute beginners. Please don't expect to be making a monthly wage from $100 capital. Like, it's just not going to happen. But what you can do is focus on, small wins and, refining your strategy and slowly drip feed and building up that account so that in 6 months' time, that can then be your source of income. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. And if anyone has any questions, I'll probably hang out here until like 10 minutes, until 2 o'clock. So just let me know. That's okay, Fatty Glam. Fatty Glam. Let me know, guys, if anybody has any other questions. I'm more than happy to answer for the next 10 minutes before I get bored and jump off. What's your trade management procedure whilst a trade is in play. Not micromanage. Let it be for the amount of time. So really, you should have a really strict rule as to what you do. So really, you should set it and forget it, because the play will be what it is. Some people prefer to micromanage, so I do have a very strict list of rules as to what I do when I see what the banks give us. Whenever I enter into a trade, it's like playing a game of chess. I'm playing with the banks. So if I see my entry confirmations, I enter. I then let it run for whatever the amount of time is necessary for that strategy. And then I come back and I see what the banks have given me. What have they thrown me? So that I can then make the best decision in relation to that trade or to that movement. And that kind of gives me a really clear exit strategy for how I exit that trade. A lot of people have an entrance strategy and do not have an exit strategy. Really, really important. Is Xnus a good broker for MetaTrader 5? Personally, I don't use MetaTrader 5, so I won't be able to help you there. And also, as part of IM Academy rules, I'm not allowed to suggest brokers. You guys need to do your own research. Trial and test them, do them. You have to do it yourself. I can't tell you which broker is going to be the best for you. You need to do that by yourself. Okay? Compliance is important. So I think on YouTube, a lot of people will take advantage of newbies and people who don't know very much about trading, and they'll say, oh, use this broker, it's great, because they have an affiliate link. And actually, that broker wasn't the best option for that person or that individual. So this is why I'll say, just do your own research, find your own broker. Yeah. Okay, because I love you and I want to keep making content for you.
Hello and welcome back.
Let me know if you guys have any other questions. We've got 8 minutes until I jump off the call. Would I recommend Baby Pips as well as IM Academy? No, because I've never used Baby Pips, so I cannot recommend something that I have not used. I can't recommend it. A lot of people tend to go through Baby Pips and realize they can't learn how to trade through Baby Pips. From what I've heard in the community, that's why they end up actually going to proper education. All I've ever known and ever done is IM Academy, and I'm still there, if that's anything to go by. So that's the only advice I can give. If you want to try and learn for free, then by all means use Baby Pips, by all means do what you can off YouTube, but just know that you're probably going to lose a lot more money than if you just invest in your education properly and just did it the right way once. Do you know what I mean? When did you start trading? I started trading in August 2019, and I was by no means a good trader then. I was just like doing what my teachers told me to do, and then eventually figured it out as like I improved. I did a lot of homework, a lot of so much work goes into it in your first 6 months, and your first 6 months is going to be majority losses. Like it is what it is. And it wasn't until like 6 months, 5-6 months, that I started getting consistency and good growth, and then like everything just kind of snowballed from there, really. So only a year ago. So I'm not that much older than a lot of you guys if you've only started trading recently. Oh, it is so cold in my flat. I need to get the windows fixed. Bloody freezing. I actually think I checked my thermometer. The warmth, the temperature, the temperature of my flat is 14 degrees when I last checked it. Let me check it again. Okay. It's 16 degrees now, which is still, in my opinion, far too cold. Pardon me. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, I will say adieu. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and you're getting ready for the new trading year. I've just mostly been doing a lot of back testing, just doing a lot of homework, going over my strategies again and again and again, prepping for a good run in January. But we know that March is like a good time. What's my star sign? I'm an Aquarius. Aquarius Sun, Virgo Rising, Capricorn Moon, Sagittarius, Venus, Leo Mars. Do I also trade with stocks? You know what? I like trading indices. I like trading DAX, US 30, S&P 500. But other than that, not really. I'm very much focused on Forex. Like, I bought Bitcoin, which is great. That's doing its thing. But otherwise, I pretty much stick to Forex. Yeah. What if I have someone that would analyze the chart for me and then give me the signals to copy them? I mean, yeah, you can do that, but stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. What I'm going to say to you is you shouldn't be trading. Will I still make losses for the first 6 months? Yes. With any trading, with anything that involves risk, expect to lose. You will have losses. If you are not of the mindset if you're not emotionally prepared to have losses, then you need to stop trading. And I think invest in something a bit more brick and mortar, i.e. invest in property. That's going to be much more less risk for your mindset. Does that make sense? If you are thinking about relying on somebody else to analyze charts and trade for you, first of all, maybe you should just get an ISA account so that you're engaging in a contract with somebody who does do that. You can get that through your bank. The growth is very, very small, and you're also tied into a contract, so you're not actually able to withdraw that money until after a certain period of time. But I think if you're thinking this way, you shouldn't be doing Forex. I'm just going to say it. I think you're better off putting your money into something else that you can have a bit more control over and be a lot less risk averse, i.e. property or buying and selling stuff online. You know, there are different ways that you can invest. And there, you know what, you can make so much good money from much lower risk things. You know, buying and selling stuff on eBay, you can make like £30,000 a year. People just don't do that because it doesn't sound as sexy as Forex trading. Not everybody needs to be a Forex trader. You know, Forex trading works really well for me because I'm high risk. I really enjoy the process. And actually, you know what, that's it. I really enjoy the process. I enjoy the learning. I enjoy the maths. I enjoy everything about Forex. I think people try and force themselves into wanting to do Forex when really it's not a bit of them. If they're too fearful and they just don't enjoy it, you shouldn't be doing it. You know, buy some Bitcoin and sit on it. That's your trading. Otherwise, I think you need to invest in property, okay? Forex trading, start big. Much amount it, what? Forex trading, start big. You don't need to start big. I wouldn't recommend it. If you're a beginner, don't throw in thousands of pounds because you don't know what you're doing. That's gambling. I would say learn the skill really well. Start with a small account and grow it up. Once you feel more confident, like you've seen 6 months of consistency with your small account, then you can chuck in 5 grand and grow it that way. However, if you're not seeing consistent growth, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay? I hope that's helpful. But I'm really good at telling people to not trade. You think with so many people on the internet being like, trade Forex, you're going to be a millionaire. I'm like, guys, please do not trade Forex. I don't think you should. I'm a big believer that if you haven't got the right mind for it, then don't do it. Okay. Oh, I see, but it's too late because I already paid. How much did you pay? Do you mind me asking? I want to know how much you paid for this service because I honestly don't think it's a good idea. I think if you've paid a lot of money for it, then you played yourself, maybe. But I will always say invest in your education before paying somebody else to do it for you. There's no point paying somebody else for a service if you don't know how to do it yourself. Does that kind of make sense? And I think that it like kind of across the board. So let's say, for example, you own a business and you want to pay somebody to do your social media. You can't pay someone to do something that you don't really know anything about. Like, you should have a really good idea of how to be a practitioner within the social media field so that you know exactly what to delegate to that person. Do you see what I mean? It's kind of like a double-edged sword. I mean, there are some things that we really can't do that, but I just think, I don't know. How much did you pay? I want to know. I mean, it's sad. I'm sorry that you invested in that. But this is the thing, a lot of people invest in things that they see on the internet just because it looks great, and then actually they get burned pretty quickly. And that's because there's just like a lot of, I don't know, shitty information flying around. Hey guys, I'm doing a YouTube live kind of at the same time. So if you have any questions around like Forex or financial funding as an artist or an independent, let me know because I'm going to be hanging out for a couple of minutes. Do I do HFX? Yeah, I do. I love HFX. HFX is great. It's I will be really honest, I'm not the best HFX trader, so I just let Millie Mills tell me what to do because I'm paying for her. She's my teacher and my mentor, and I just sit there when she's on, have a great time with a glass of wine, whatever it is, a tea, and I press buy or sell when she tells me to. And obviously I'm like learning as we're doing it, but you know, we're paying for go live, so you may as well just use the service. I joined a Telegram group for signals for $50 per 3 months, and then I'm willing to deposit $100. Oh, okay, so you haven't really lost much. Like, you've got nothing to cry about. I would say don't use a signals group. I would just say avoid like the plague. Unless you know what you're doing, don't engage in a signals group. If you can't analyze a trade for yourself, then that's just dodgy territory. You're putting all of your faith into that person. I mean, if you're going to make the most of it, if you've already paid for it, then I would just say do every single trade that they put out as soon as they put it out. Be really diligent, be hot on that now, because you need to get some sort of return from it. And it's not going to be enough you taking one trade here and one trade there an hour later than they've put it out. If you receive a signal, you need to action that signal as soon as you get it. Document it in your trading journal and see what the results are. Take 100 trades with this person and see what the results are. And if you're not seeing the results, then you need to get out. And also appropriate risk management, please. If you're trading with $100, you should only have a 0.01 lot size, nothing more. Okay, please do not try and gamble with 100 quid. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. Okay. Signing up for HFX. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. I love HFX. When will it be good to trade again? You know what? I'm waiting currently. I'm not going to be trading until after the new year at this rate. So maybe like 2nd of Jan. Personally, I wasn't planning on going back in until the 6th of January. That's usually a good date to start back again. So defo after the new year is going to be the best time to trade. Right now the markets are still slow. They're still dead. I'm not interested. I'm not getting on. Where do we get started? As in, like, do you know anything about Forex? Are you wanting to actually learn how to trade? Or, like, what? Give me more details and I can help you. Do you trade during the holidays? During Christmas time? No. I traded up until, like, the week before Christmas. The markets were trash. There was no point. I lost a lot more than I needed to. So I just stopped. But you did the same last year. Christmas is just terrible. At least I know now this time next year, December next year, I'll be spending my time in Bali and not trading. Do not trade in December. Do you trade NAS 100? I don't, just because I haven't yet. I know a lot of people who do though. They love NAS 100, so go for it. Wanting to learn how to trade, when and how, really, I've seen a lot of info, don't know what is real and reliable. Okay, if you want to have a proper combo, like literally slide to my DMs right now and like we can arrange a Zoom call. I can answer your questions. You probably have a lot of questions and that's fine. I really enjoy pointing people in the right direction for them. And a lot of the time trading isn't great for everyone. People think they want to trade, but really it's not for them. So we can figure out if trading really is for you. Just send me a message now and we can chat, okay? That's okay. Which trading platform would you recommend? I use MT4, that's all I use. That's all I use. And I will only recommend things that I use. So some people use other places and other platforms on the internet. I would much rather just go with the boring basic, the industry standard. I don't need flashy and shiny. I just need something that works and that isn't going to distract me. So MT4 is great for that. It is 2, so let me know if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, I will jump off. It's just a short, sweet, cute, short and sweet. Cute, short and sweet. Cute, short and sweet. There's always that awkward silence moment. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Otherwise, I will jump off and let you guys get on with the rest of your day. Actually, let me know, guys. There's 13 of you on this call here and no one over here. Amazing. Let me know what kind of videos you would like me to produce for you guys in the new year. I'm currently creating a list of like my filming stuff that I'm going to do. So let me know what you'd like to see. Do I offer classes? So I do teach classes every single day. I do harmonics trading for all of the traders and trade creatives. Every single day. We've also got DeLorean. We've got so many different strategies that we're doing together. But obviously you have to be a part of the team. So they're not open free classes. Just because I'm a big advocate of like, don't go to the internet for free information. Like, if you want the good stuff, you need to pay for your education, exactly like I did and we all did. But you know, anything that you see, like, feel free to continue consuming me on YouTube. It's fine. Are you free to Zoom call tomorrow at 11 a.m? What day is it tomorrow? Yeah, I am. Is it Leah? Send me a message on Insta because I don't know where in the world you are. I'm in London, so is it GMT, EST? Let me know what time you want to chat. If you just hit me up. Hang on Insta. There we go. Yeah, we can hang out. I'll have a cup of tea ready, and we can just chat. How do I enroll for your classes? First of all, we'll have a conversation first. So I'm very particular. I don't like just bringing people in from you know, people who first of all aren't ready, people who maybe trading isn't right for them or don't have the right mindset for it. So we'll have a Zoom chat, you know, we'll talk about, you know, your reasons as to why you want to start and like what qualities can you bring to the team before you join us. And then we can honestly just get you started whenever you want, you know, but I am very particular. So just, you know, just message me on Insta, okay? Message me on Instagram. We can arrange a Zoom call and then we can talk, get to know each other. I really do like to get to know everybody's like long-term financial goals and things like that, because then that's tangible stuff we can work towards together rather than, you know, you jumping onto my classes, not understanding what I'm teaching because you don't know how to do like Fibonacci retracements. And then you're going to be confused. Do you know what I mean? What are the limits of this chat between you and us viewers? Huh? I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand the question. I don't think there are any limits. I don't think there are. Let me know what you mean. I keep playing with this tape measure that I've got here just because I've been measuring up the space, about to buy some chairs. Yeah, you can ask me something outside of trading. That's fine. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, everybody. The Christmas season is very boring for traders. So this is key quality family time, which is rich because I'm in my studio flat riding solo, lol. Oh, am I dating? No, happily very single. Hi, McKinley. Yes, I'm still here, still going. But this is all part of the trading journey. And guys, this is my trading journal. Like, I'm still going to be here. And in like 6 years' time, I'm still going to be here. So get used to it. You're going to be seeing me for a while. But I'm really enjoying the process. I'm like over a year in now. And just enjoying, just enjoying, you know. Did I go to college? Yes, I went to college. I studied dance at college. I studied contemporary dance and choreography. And I still do that. That is still my passion. That's the whole reason why I started trading, so that I can be a dancer for the rest of my life and not have to worry about where the money's coming from, which I think is a smart move. So if anybody is an artist or a creative or a freelancer, or they just want to play golf for the rest of their life, you can. It's just knowing how to fund it. And Forex is one way that you can fund your life. There are so many different ways that you can trade. You can trade hours of your life for money. You can trade stuff on eBay and then trade that way, sell stuff for money. You know, it's just figuring out what kind of trade you would like to do as a creative or a freelancer. I just chose Forex because it's kind of sexy and I really enjoy it. I like being able to do what boys can do. You know, I just saw a lot of boys trading and I was like, if they can do it, I can for sure do it. You know what I'm saying? Best hair on YouTube. Thanks. Yeah, she gets bigger every single day. Naomi Campbell started a live video. Naomi, I love you. Do I have dancer inspiration, person or song? It's weird. I've never really been inspired by anybody in the dance industry, which is weird. If anything, it would be Richard Alston. He was the first choreographer that I saw and loved when I was about 15, 16. And I knew I wanted to dance for him at some point. But my biggest inspiration, like for everything that I do, is Gorillaz, the band Gorillaz. They are my fucking life. And one day I will choreograph for them. That's my lifetime goal. So everything that I do is to get me to that point where I choreograph for Gorillaz. Now you guys know. How long you traded in a demo account before you started live trading? I traded on demo for a month and I definitely should have traded on demo for longer. I think I should have been on demo for 4 months personally, because I was doing some shit trading for my first 4 months, which is going to happen. That's like the whole point of being in the learning stages and like, you know. So be on demo longer than you should, because I definitely wasn't ready to go live. But I still chose to because I was stubborn and thought I was great. What's your winning rate? It depends what you mean. Also, I've got multiple trading accounts. Am I profitable? Yes. But also across some strategies, you can have more losses than wins and still be massively profitable. It all depends on your risk to reward. I kind of get a bit pet peevy, like meh, when people ask what's your win rate, because that's not a valid representation of how you are as a trader. It should be how profitable are you. Does that kind of make sense? What's your risk to reward ratio? Once somebody tells you that you, like I set an 8 pip stop loss, sometimes a 6 pip stop loss. Do you know what I mean? If with your strategy, you're having to trade with a 30 pip stop loss, you know, but you're trading 1 for 1, your risk to reward isn't that great. But when my R&R is like 1 for 10 or sometimes 1 for 20, I can lose like 19 trades in a row and then have that one that bangs and I come out massively profitable. Not to be a dick or anything, but it's true. Are you a trend trader or reversal trader? Both. I trade both. I like both. You can trade both. You can go counter or with the trend. Risk to reward is more, yeah, risk to reward is more important. I think people who ask me what my win rate is, they are probably shit traders. I'm being so real. I'm being so real in that they don't have the nuances to understand that it's not about win rate. It's about risk to reward ratio. Do you know what I mean? But I think that's one, I think these are really good tips though to help you call out bullshit on the internet. So if somebody's telling you, oh, my win rate is like 80%, it's like, okay, well, that's cool. But if your win rate is 80%, but you're trading without stop loss, if you have those 2 massive, massive losses, you've lost all of your profits and have had 0 growth. So indicators for identifying shit on the internet. If somebody's telling you their win rate, they're probably not that profitable. I don't know. That's just in my opinion. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that question. I don't know. I feel like I'm learning a lot though as I'm becoming more mature in my trading journey. And by more mature, I mean only a year in. I'm still a freaking baby. So, like, by the time I'm 6 years in, I'll have a lot more good stuff to offer. Have you watched the series Austin Powers? Yes. Austin Powers is an English treasure, a British treasure. Great film. Great films. Okay. I'm just sitting here now. We've been on for half an hour, which has been fun. How long have you been trading? I've only been trading for a year. So I started in August 2019. So just over a year and 4 months. So a year and 4 months. So not long. Still very, very new in my trading journey. Patience. I dare you to watch it on your off time. I have already seen Austin Powers, so I do not need to watch it. Do you trade Forex exclusively? Not exclusively. I trade goals, I trade indices, cryptocurrency as well, binary options. You know, I feel like the whole Forex market is like my playground. I just love it. Have you considered FTMO? Yes, I have. I actually went for FTMO back in October, but I didn't do it properly because I was filming. I was doing, can I say what film I was in? I don't think I can yet because it still hasn't been released. So I still can't say what film I was in, but it just completely messed up my trading routine and I missed the deadline and I just couldn't do it. But you know what? I don't punish myself mentally for it. I had to give myself a pat on the back for at least trying. I didn't get my deposit back, which is annoying, but it is what it is. And we've got all the time in the world to go for FTMO. I'm in no rush. I'm so surprised that you're just a bit over a year. What? One man. Why are you surprised, please? Someone will try to tell me it's not important to learn all the different candlestick patterns and names. What are your thoughts about it? Yes and no. Yes and no. I don't think you need to learn all of the candlestick patterns. I don't, because also the candlesticks lie to us. Even though they are the language of the market, they still lie to us because they don't tell us about what's going on with momentum. So yes, I'm a very good naked trader. I enjoy doing naked chart analysis. I really thrive off it. Institutional trading is really great for R&R. However, when I'm catching like my general pips for the day, I trade momentum, and I do that with indicators. Some people will really try and poo-poo on you and say, oh, you don't need to trade with indicators, and that's fine. Like, it's not one shoe fits all for everybody. Some people trade without indicators, some do. I like to trade without. I also like to trade with, because, you know, it's just another part of the roadmap to help you understand about momentum. So I like to identify divergence. I like to know where I am on the journey within the certain indicators that I use, depending on which strategy. It's hard because I trade different strategies. So depends what we're talking about. Do you need to know all the candlestick patterns and names? No. It does help to know, like, for example, a doji is a great one. MES, really, really important. I guess railroads, you know, crows and soldiers, harami, like, but at the end of the day, I don't trade candlestick patterns. You can, but I prefer to trade like market geometry, like I want to say price action, but actually like analyzing the Fibonacci retracement of patterns over periods of time, understanding like what price is likely to do in terms of retracement and, you know, support and resistance and blah, blah, blah. And then also trading momentum, but that's purely like an indicator-based strategy as well. So it just depends what you want to do. Are you strictly price action? I do both. I do both. If I'm trading price action, I don't micromanage. I set, you know what I do, guys? This is an insight to my trading. If I'm doing price action, then those are my swing trades. Those are the ones that I set it and forget it, and I check that once every few days or so, and I see what's action and what's hit stop loss. Does that kind of make sense? It's just too slow. Whereas when you trade indicators, you can actually trade a bit more quickly. You know, like, I enjoy kind of scalping. 15-minute time frame is quite scalpy, so that's when I will use my indicators and do that. Thoughts on trading market open based on news and price action? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't really have any thoughts on it. People do it. I don't trade news. I don't trade news. I don't trade news. I feel like trading news has kind of become this overarching pinnacle of Forex. Like, oh, I trade the news and I'm like a psychic and I can read the future and I can have this deep understanding about what could happen to oil. It's like, at the end of the day, I don't really care. I don't trade the news. I just know how to identify what's happening in the market. So let's say we have news on a certain day, and you can identify in terms of momentum what's happening, so that you can set yourself up to catch that movement, that institutional movement, let's say. Do you know what I mean? I think trading news is people who are just news traders, it feels a little bit like gambling to me. Maybe I'll swallow those words in a couple of years' time. I don't know. But from what I've had in my experience so far, trading the news is a little bit like gambling to me. People are putting money in hoping that gold is going to go up. And I'm like, but really? Maybe I'm just being really naive here. So feel free to call me out on that. I don't mind being schooled. School me. What are your top 3 currencies? Euro JPY, I love. AUD JPY and AUD CAD is always really, really cute. I like AUD CAD a lot, probably more than I should. Do I do fundamentals at all? Well, I check the news every day. So like, I check Forex Factory and economic calendar and blah, 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 just so I know what's happening out there in the world, just that I won't be like trading any currencies at a particular time where I'm likely to have an institutional movement that will stop me out. But otherwise, no, I really don't. I do technical analysis. I'm a technicals trader. Like, pretty much that is it. When did I start trading? A year ago. So August 2019, a year and 4 months. News pushes the market where it was meant to go anyway. Yes, exactly. Thank you, market structure. I completely forgot that word, like fell out of my head a second ago. Market structure. Yeah, no, absolutely. And a lot of the time it's based off institutional trading. So if you, wait, are you in IM? If you do smart money trading, like smart money concepts, that is everything. Like when we have institutional trades, that is smart money. So we know that. So when the news happens and we're seeing this erratic movement, it's meant to happen because that's all part of smart money. Like they're meant to go to those places. They're meant to rise all the way up. Oh my God, guys. I was in Gbp Aud. Huh. Me and Courtney, who's in Trade Creatives, you might have seen her. We were in a Gbp Aud trade. Was this 2 weeks ago? And we sniped this entry. Mwah, bellissima, beautiful. And we rode it down for about 3 hours. We were watching TradingView together, riding this DeLorean trade all the way down. And it was right at our take profit point. And it was at the institutional low. So for those of you who are smart money traders, it was right at the mitigation candle. Ooh la la. And then within 10 seconds, price shot up. And we were like, what the fuck is happening? We closed our trade. So after 3 hours of waiting and practicing patience, it then went all the way back up. I came out with like 2 pip profit just because the banks moved it so fast. The banks move money. I think for any of you who can back test that day, you'll definitely know what day I'm talking about. This literally was 2 weeks ago. I think it moved like 100 to 200 pips within the space of about 10 seconds. It is so fast. But the reason why it did that was because it came up to an area of imbalance. So it was meant to go there. And it actually entered me into a long-term trade that I had set from my market structure account, my naked chart analysis account, because I'd anticipated prices to come up to that level because there are very particular reasons as to why the banks move money in the way that they do. So once you know how to analyze the market in that way, it's just a fun space. I feel like I'm just playing chess with the banks essentially. But whoop, that candle was stressful. And also talk about a way to ruin your day. I mean, 3 hours work to come out with 2 pips. That was very, very frustrating. And I was like, I'm done with these markets. Fibonacci will give you beautiful entries. Yes, Fibonacci is bae. There's a reason why they call me the Fib Fairy on our harmonics calls. So frustrating, so frustrating. But it was an amazing experience to watch. And one of the things that I say is don't have FOMO, have JOMO, right? The joy of missing out. So we just sat there and we just watched it happen. We were like, how interesting. You know, when shit like that happens, I always just think, just sit back, enjoy the ride, watch it out, enjoy the show, and say, how interesting, because it's a really good learning curve and definitely one that I will not forget. So, you know, don't be greedy, guys. Take your profits and run with the bag. Hella important. Yeah, that would have been a smart idea. I can't believe it, but oh well. Oh my God, I'm so mad. I didn't use a trading stop. The thing is that I like to give the trade space, because I have my exit confirmations and we had not had our exit confirmation, you know? I have multiple exit confirmations to tell me when I should be leaving that trade, but it was just, you know, I was sticking to the rules. And so I had to give myself a pat on the back. We had to give ourselves a pat on the back because we stuck with our rules, and that is the whole point. As soon as you start, you know, breaking your rules every now and again, what's the point? Oh, stop it. The Fib Fairy, yay! Can't wait to see you on Go Live as an educator. No, guys, you're gonna make me cry. Well, I would love to, because I love hand-holding the newbies. Like the first 6 months, even the first year is really, really fun because it's the worst time. Everybody's desperate, everyone wants to make money now. And so I kind of really enjoy hand-holding the newbies through the beginning stages. I hope one day I could be an IM educator, but you know, they need to see 6 months like recorded profits for you to qualify. Oh, that's a long time. So I'm currently just doing that. I'm in the process of doing that right now. I don't know if I heard you right, but you said you like scalping. Well, to be honest, I don't enjoy scalping. Like if you do binary options, so for anybody who's a HFX trader, you'll definitely get what I mean. Like it is scalping essentially. I would say scalping is more profitable when you're doing binary options. It just makes sense because if you're catching 2 pips, like that's nothing. Unless you've got a 100,000 pound trading account, you know, wouldn't recommend it. But I would say that the 15-minute time frame is particularly scalpy. Like you're kind of coming in, analyzing quickly, trading with the momentum, and then running with the bag and letting it do its thing. Do you know what I mean? So when you start to move up to 1 hour, 4 hour time frames, then things get a bit longer, but I'm quite impatient and I just know that about me. It's going to sound crazy. What are sell limits and sell stops? Oh my goodness. How long have you been following me and you still don't know what a sell limit and a sell stop is? Oh my gosh. I have Forex basics classes on my YouTube that are recorded, so I would definitely recommend going and watching a couple of those. Do I swing trade as well? Yes. Yes, I do. With my smart money account. So because I've got such a small stop loss and a high profit level, so I've got like an 8 pip stop for like a 200 to 300 pip profit. Does that make sense? So if they hit, I just let them run. Love HFX. It's refreshing to know that exactly what time of the day you're either going to make. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's so nice having a set time in the day when you know you're going to be either trading, like winning or losing. So trading, I think, stresses everyone out in the beginning because they think it's taking over their life, when really it's you don't have your life in control. If you're freaking out because you need to be here, there, and everywhere all times of the day, like it's never going to work for you. Know what your trading time is. Is it 6 till 7? Is it 5 a.m. in the morning? Is it 11 till 1 p.m.? Do you know what I mean? Like, work out what time is most realistic for you and then trade that time every single day for a year. That's literally my best advice. Do a little bit every day, the same thing, the same time, every day for a year. A lot of people don't make it a year, and that's really sad. Okay, I don't get it. I'm impatient, I feel you. Yeah, I'm very impatient, but also I'm very patient. It just depends what mood I'm in. HFX is great if you're impatient, but it's still, slow and steady. You still got to do bits, still got to do, things take time. Good things take time, and everyone wants to make $1 million in a month with Forex. Some people can do that. The majority can't. And I'm the majority that can't. Okay? And this is why I started this channel, because it's not easy and it's not fast. It takes hard work and time. And that's exactly what I want to tell everyone and show everybody. And if I'm still here in 6 years' time and then you come back to my channel and you're like, oh shit, she's still doing this, and now she's actually doing well, it's a really big eye-opener as to actually you could have been at that level with me had you just stuck at it longer. Do you know what I mean? So just stick at it. Do you close out your runners halfway? No, because that's not the rule. Stick to your trading rules. Close when you have your exit confirmations. If you don't have an exit strategy, then you need to go back and look at your strategy. Do your back testing. Know what works and what doesn't work. My first year of trading sucked. The first year sucks. The first year is shit. I mean, it kind of got good after the 6-month window, but it's still, it's not. I'm excited for year 7. That's when it's going to be fun. The thing is, everyone's so focused on the first 3 months. My brain's not even, wasn't even there. I'm thinking about in 9 years' time, my account's going to be looking sweet. Why is nobody thinking about when they're 40? It baffles me. Do you know what I mean? If you're planning on being 40, touch wood, we all make it. Do you know what I mean? Think about what your trading account is going to be like then, because then time, you have a much more positive relationship with time, and then we stop rushing. I think because everyone's rushing. What can I do to boost my confidence when taking trades? Have your rules and do not do anything other than the rules. Trade the rules. Trade your rules. Once you start doing a mashup and questioning yourself and doing silly things outside of the rules, then you haven't got, a consistent, what's the word? You haven't got a consistent, group of trades to go off. Does that kind of make sense? How can I get your strategy? It depends. How advanced are you at trading? Also, what are your reasons for wanting to get my strategy and yours hasn't worked already? What is your consistency like? What qualities and attributes can you bring to my team? Because I'm very particular about who I bring into Trade Creators, and if you're not going to be bringing, work ethic and diligence and consistency to the team, then you're not in the team. Tight ship. We run a tight ship. Which market do you have a love and passion for the most? Which market? Like, what do you mean? Like, Forex market or like commodities market? Which I don't know what you mean. I like fashion. Actually, no, I'm not really that fussed about fashion. I like buying stuff, if that helps. But I'm a really bad consumer. I buy shit like never. This is why I don't have chairs still. I'm really bad at buying stuff. I can't wait for my 10 years anniversary of Forex. This is my first month. Woohoo, well done. So thinking long term as well. Amazing. Think about your 10-year goal. I've been trading 10 years when I'm 34. And when I'm 34, my life has only just like really fucking begun. So much time. And we're going to be so ahead of the game. Like by the time I'm 34, like 7 figures, no doubt about it. No questions asked. All I have to do is just turn up to class and keep trading every day. That's it. Okay, your advanced just risk management issues. Okay, that's not great. Message me on Insta and we can defo have a chat. We'll have a Forex call and like talk about it. We'll see if you're a good fit. How many rules do you have before you take a trade? 4. 4. 4 rules. Which is probably going to be, you guys are going to be like, what? Only 4? I'm like, yeah, only 4. Sometimes only 3. You guys are going to be crazy. You're going to be so mad. But it's true. Trading is not complicated. I only have 4 rules. Sometimes only 3 rules. Risk management is everything. And then don't trade outside of the rules. That is it. Consistency. That is it. Trading is simple, but it's not easy because everybody's mind gets in the way. Everyone thinks, oh, but it's doing this, or oh, it's doing that, or they can't wait to the end of the candle. And it's like, relax, have lo-fi on, have a snack, have a nice coffee, Yep, yeah, I thought I'd be blowing some minds. I know. Sorry, guys. But it's true, I only have 4 confirmations. But I do have like 6 or 7 exit strategies. And also I have checkpoints as well. So when I'm watching the trade, when I'm in a trade, I'll have different checkpoints that I have to hit. And, can I still stay in this trade? The exit, in my opinion, is more important than the entry. How about that? Catch me outside. You're the only 24 and already have them. Oh, thanks. Yeah, 24. But I've worked hard to get here, to be fair. I worked my arse off to get this flat. But now I need to be able to afford this flat long term. And that's why I do this, because now trading pays for everything in my life. And I don't